getting in breaking inputs. This is with regards to the Indo China special representative level talks, which are going to happen on 18th of December this year, is what we are learning. And National Security Advisor of India, Ajit Doval, will be visiting China, and we expect things to be on track soon. Is the statement also coming in? These are exclusive inputs coming in from our investigations editor, Mr. Manoj Gupta. And let's quickly go across to Anand Narasimhan, who joins us with more information on this. Anand, remember, NSA Doval has played a very pivotal role. We had seen him, how he had represented India at BRICS as well, when he had that conversation and talk with Wang Yi, the foreign minister of China. Should we now expect India inching closer to a military disengagement at the LAC?
Well, I think more than the military disengagement, it's about the cooperation between Bharat and China in this region. Now, we have to see it from a larger geopolitical aspect where somewhere perhaps this message will be sent across, given the developments that are happening globally, what the Chinese actually want to do. Do they want to keep hostility and animosity with Bharat, or do they want to work with Bharat together? This is something more than 4.5 years that this aspect has not yet been resolved, and there has been a standoffish position that Bharat and China have had. And the Prime Minister also in the past has very clearly said that there can't be normalcy. There is trade with China that is happening because it is essential. And but the scale of the trade, the dependence has been, there has been a graded reduction in it. And Bharat has also emerged as an option beyond the Chinese shores for a lot of aspects. But more importantly, in terms of territorial disputes, it is not in China's interest to have a territorial dispute with Bharat. Right. Especially when the regional dynamics are skewed and there are other forces that are at play. And somewhere I think that's being impressed, and that's the reason why that you have someone like an NSA Ajit Doval making the trip, not just Dr. Jaishankar.
All right. Many thanks to you, Anand, for bringing us those inputs. In fact, I'm also joined in by Mr. Sushant Sareen on the phone line. Mr. Sareen, till BRICS had happened, there was a talk of an absence of a structured peace talk. Is our India and China now headed into that direction, given that, you know, we've already made enough efforts to de-escalate the conflict?
Well, I think the efforts made to de-escalate the conflict are still baby steps. We've just taken very, very minor steps right now, and some major steps need to be taken so that there can be complete disengagement at the borders and forces can be pulled back. And the threat perceptions along the LAC can be reduced significantly. But that's, again, just one stage. The next stage has to be identifying where the LAC actually runs, because this whole business of differing perceptions of India and China leads to either side, apparently encroaching on the other side's area. So that is a very wicked problem, which India has tried to sort out under the Modi government since 2014, not been very successful. I am not entirely sure if, I don't think the Chinese want a conflict right now, but I don't think they are in any mood to solve the border question just yet, because all statements coming out of China seem to suggest that this problem can be pushed forward indefinitely. And in the meantime, India should open up her markets. India should allow Chinese companies to do business. India should open up air routes. India should do everything else and normalize the relationship and let the border problem stay where it is until the next time the Chinese try and encroach or infiltrate into the Indian borders. So I think this cat and mouse game has gone on for very long. I am not entirely sure if Mr. Doval's visit is going to really make any major breakthrough in this particular aspect of the relationship. If it does, it will be a great achievement.
You know, the last time NSA Doval and Wang Yi met was at BRICS in September. And that time they had both agreed to work with urgency towards LAC disengagement. Do you think that can be achieved yet, or is it still a matter of more baby steps, as you were highlighting?
Let me say, I would be very surprised if it is actually achieved. If it is, certainly it will be very welcome. But like I said, I am not entirely convinced that the Chinese are interested in solving this problem in a way that it can lead to a kind of a settling of the borders on both sides. I don't think the Chinese are in a mood to that, because if you just look at all their other statements on resolving the border question, that it makes it very clear that they don't want to go in for a kind of a final solution just yet.
All
They
right.
prefer to continue with their salami slicing approach, something which India needs to now put an end to.
All right, I think we'll know better in a few days from now when NSA Doval makes that trip over to China. Many thanks to you, Sushant, for sharing your perspective with us. And with that, it's a quick wrap from my end. Thank you so much for watching. News and updates continue with Avantika Singh on the other side.